All right, everyone, I thought this was a perfect day to pull off a Cure for Cancer reading. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's an all signs reading technically, but it is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is that angle on the cycle, but that's the hotspot. So technically it's an all signs thing. I did a pre-shuffle here. It's a funny little feedback looping round and round. Very interesting. So let's see what's going on. Because tomorrow we got the, I'm going to pull on the 1212 portal energy, which is pretty strong right now and getting stronger. That being said, it's going to be very interesting. When it pairs with all the other readings, especially Neptune direct and all of that. So let's see. Let's just get a snapshot right now and see how we're doing. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. There's a whole playlist of these. Right? All right. I've got somebody here basically in the surface energy. Right? I've got somebody here, as long as their heart chakra stays open, change happens. They stay focused on, well, sort of what your connection showed them or what it's teaching them to be. It's a soul nurturing energy here, okay? Provided their heart chakra stays open. When it closes, they get in their head, 8 swords. And then a tower falls and they get anxious. Again, a tower falls meaning it feels like their whole world is crashing down around them. And after that, the world. The world bookends the strength card. Whenever, or it's red with it. Whenever I see these two energies together, I see somebody who is resisting change, and the moment they resist it, it feels like everything goes wrong in their life. And then the moment they go back on the right track, everything starts to go right. The universe, the energy around us, as it tries to balance, will do that to us occasionally. You've always got free will choices you can make. Go left, go right, whatever. But if you're continually making the wrong choice, sometimes it's made abundantly clear. And this is somebody here who's all in, then out. All in, then out. And every time they're out, it is a disaster. Their life turns into a disaster. Under this energy, the energy itself is trying to keep their heart chakra open. Because when the heart chakra is open, change happens. And it's time for change to happen. It really is. Let's see where we go. Cure for Cancer reading here. Bottom row is 5 cards from the bottom of the deck. Environmental energy. The energy around whoever this energy belongs to. Could be you. Roles can be reversed. It could be you, you know. Yes, the environmental energy. Up top is how this incoming energy is behaving within that environmental energy. Okay? We'll clarify the top part, as we always do. Let's go. Give me the soulmate cycle. The angle of Cancer with a Cure for Cancer twist on it. He knows what I mean by that. It's a specific reading. It's a very unique reading to many of the readings I do. Let's go. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Here we go. 5 cards. Oh, we open with a Page of Pentacles. We got in the environmental energy. The energies, I just got done saying, rewind. What did I say? The energy around all of us right now is trying to teach us, is trying to show us something. It's doing its best to keep the heart chakra open. You know? It really is. It's funny, I tell you, you hear things all the time. If you know, the energy around us is always talking to us. So you got to kind of pay attention. And a friend of mine called me up the other day, really excited. He was like, "Oh my God, it's like everything you said." You know, you walked past one person and they said on the phone, the only thing he heard was, "You got to try and find more joy." Right? And then the next person is, "Stop worrying too much about the future." And he overheard those 2 things. And yeah, you heard those for a reason. And it's funny, you can always tell because you can't hear the rest of the call. Even if you're standing next to the person, you'll hear what you need to hear, what the universe wants you to hear. And then like a truck will go by and you'll miss the whole rest of it. That's it. Just little pieces. You get little pieces all day long. That's what's happening to this person. Ace of Cups after that. It's starting to get through, okay? It's my leaking Ace of Cups. It's starting to get through. Right dead center here in the environmental energy is the Magician. I'm not sure about that. I need to see what's around it. 5 of Wands, King of Swords. There's a confidence problem here, right? Also, here's that 10 of Cups. I'll show you the 6th card just because it's there when I pull the 5th and you see it anyway. It's a mild energy here in the environmental energy. They still, I say this all the time about this angle, they still wonder if you're full of shit or if it's all just a pie in the sky, if it's all just you know, is this all silliness? No, these feelings are real. They're extremely real. The universe trying to show them that, and if it keeps their heart chakra open, this flows. You can see the heart right in the middle there. This flows if the heart chakra is open. Somebody here isn't sure. That's why I wasn't sure about this magician. Somebody here, the energy itself, the act of the environmental energy opening up the heart chakra, and then they try to close it because they're not sure if it's for real or not, all of that. The universe showing them some truth. But the act of sort of what we talked about in the pre-shuffle is causing this person's confidence to waver. Okay? So it's because the universe, well, I call it the universe, but because the environmental energy around them is acting this way, is having to act this way, it makes it wobbly. All right? That's all. That's the best I can say. All right. That's fine. How are they behaving in this? 10 swords, yeah. 4 of Wands, what's crossing that? High Priestess, what's red with 10 swords? 5 swords. Yeah, 15 swords, Jesus Christ. I got somebody here, again, it's saying the same thing. I got somebody here who's soul, dreams, everything, intuition, screaming at them to go down this path, share this love, go toward this connection. It's not pie in the sky. It's real deal. 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Cups. Real deal. Because this 4 of Wands here leads to either or both. But in the energy around the action cards, these are the who, what, when, why, where, right? In the middle, these are the action cards. I got somebody doing nothing about it. They just sitting there spinning their wheels is the best way I can describe this. Okay, that's fine. It's not a big deal, but I think the 12-12 energy may help this, but I'm not sure if they're manifesting properly or if they realize how powerful the 12-12 energy is. You got to be careful what you put into it, right? It's very windy energy. You got to be very careful. Let's clarify with the witches, the 10 of Swords here. This would be an excuse machine type energy. Somebody making excuses. My coffee house guy, the reason I make coffee at home, makes excuses. Could go get a job at the McDonald's across the street, but why? If people keep giving me money outside the damn coffee shop, why should I bother? Right? Why work for it if I can just ask for it? That kind of thing. It's an excuse machine. It's somebody who figures, well, it'll never happen for me anyway, or it's too late, I blew that one, I'll get the next one right. It's more of an energy that feels to me like somebody who says, well, I blew this one, I'll get the next one right. And the universe is having none of that. You got a powerful connection with this person. That is, when it's out of balance, nature just automatically tries to balance energy. End of story. Why is the 10 of Swords here? Let's find out. Let's see how. Yeah. The Ace of Wands. It keeps flaring up and they keep blowing it out. The universe, the energy around them is trying to show them, and I showed you here, it's trying to show them the truth, that this, keep the heart chakra open, that this isn't dead, it's alive. I've got dichotomy here. I've got the Ace of Wands, a passionate and transformative new beginning, crossing this excuse machine. Well, I'll get it right next time. This one's probably, you know. No! Stop blowing it out. It'll stay lit. What's on top? The Knight of Wands. Why is that here? Yeah, I thought so. Knight of Pentacles along with that. That's why that's here. Someone's spinning their wheels. This is an energy right here. It's the epitome. I was going to say he's going nowhere, right? I was going to say he's going nowhere. He looks like a horse in neutral. If a horse had neutral, right? Like a transmission. And sure enough, I get my stopped energy. Why is the Knight of Wands here? The Knight of Pentacles. They're just not going anywhere. No, they're just running around. What they need to do is jump in the lake here, the emotional lake, and they're just not going anywhere. It's a wash because they're getting in their head too much. And that's okay. Under this energy, that doesn't surprise me. I have a feeling, it depends if you have a super fuck wit or not, but I have a feeling that this energy is going to really rattle some of these runners for sure, or soulmates or on the DM side that haven't gone through any kind of paying their karmic debt awakening yet. Why is the 4 of Wands here? Well, I know why the 4 of Wands is here. That's the route they're supposed to be going. Let's see. Their intuition knows which way to go. They're just not listening to it, right? They're just not listening to it. Yep. Told you. Ace of Cups. Again, This Ace of Cups ties with the environmental energy. This is environmental energy it's crossing. It's all ties down to the Ace of Cups. The universe is trying to keep their heart chakra open. It's having to do that by this person making bad decisions of, well, it's probably over anyway, I'm not going to go over there, or it's pie in the sky, or whatever, you know, it's all fairyland, 10 of Cups kind of bullshit. Every time they do that, the universe is taking drastic action and crashing their world down around them. In other words, they might fall into anxiety or depression, or everything goes wrong that day. You know, it's just the way it is. They're well aware of this. Page of Cups, yep. Oh, that's a start anew energy. Why is that here? The King of Cups. Oh, I love this excuse. Is your person lazy? Is this person, if you know who this is, some of you don't know who this is yet. For some of you, this is future influence, so pay the fuck attention. But if you know who this is and they're lazy, it won't apply to everybody. This is kind of an energy I get sometimes from somebody who's like, who really wants something, really wants to do something, but I'd have to do it. You know, I'd have to start over, or I'd have to do it. It's like that. It's somebody here who doesn't even know where to begin. Okay, they know what they want from you, they know what they feel, they just don't even know where to begin, and it seems like a lot of work. I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy. I made the McDonald's joke. I said, this guy sits outside the coffee house begging for money all day. There's a McDonald's across the street with a now hiring sign. Why didn't he just go get a job? And he could buy his own coffee, right? Because, again, there's just a laziness here. There's I'd have to do stuff, you know, I'd have to do it. It's just, For the rest of you, this is somebody here who just doesn't know where to begin. So, I mean, their intuition's screaming at them to go towards you, but they don't even know what they do with it, if they got it. Or how do I make that happen? Or how do I whatever. Again, stop. That's the Eight of Swords type energy that leads to that Tower from the pre-shuffle. They got to stop doing that. Stop worrying about that kind of stuff. All they got to do is flow with the energy. You want it? Go get it. Take a shot. Be impulsive. Be the Knight of Wands. We actually need them to kind of be the Knight of Wands here and make a move. Let's see what's going on with the High Priestess here. Intuition is flowing for sure. All right. They know that this, as it is with 5 swords and 10 swords, isn't sustainable. Just like my coffee house guy knows, it's not sustainable. Eventually the owner of the coffee house is going to come out and kick him out. Then what? You know, it's not sustainable energy. They're aware of that. So maybe somewhere underneath is somebody hoping somebody new comes in. I don't know. We'll see. Why is the High Priestess here? Why? It's crossed by the 4 of Cups. It's secretly wanting is kind of the energy here. Okay? They're secretly wanting it. I don't know why that's there, though. I don't understand why that makes sense. And they argue with themselves about that with the 5 of Wands. What's on top? The 3 of Swords. Again, they secretly want what they didn't want, but they wouldn't blame you because they hurt you and they're aware of it. They can pick up on the fact that they hurt you. They're hurting. Everybody's hurting. Why is the 3 of Swords here? The Queen of Swords. The truth is painful for this person. They try not to look at this. They try not to think back to what happened with you. Okay, I make a joke sometimes. He's sitting there with his arms crossed, not banging Blondie, right? Someday he's going to look back on that and regret it, right? It is a bit of that. It is a bit of that energy. It's something, it hurts this person to think back at what happened and what they could have had and how easy it could have been just to, you know, if nothing else, there should have been a friendship here. Okay? All right. Our final outcome is 5 swords. Could be somebody shortcutting it. It could be somebody who manifested wrong, injected some fear into it, and they got exactly what they order, like we always do. It could be that too. It's a very strange energy from off this 5 of swords because it reads like communication. Okay? It's a 5 of swords, which is false victory, self-sabotage, kind of baseline energy, right? Someone who can't see the forest for the trees, if you will. That reads like an 8 of Wands, which is communication and forward movement. So it's very odd. All right? I won't lie to you, it's very odd. So let's clarify it. It's very odd. You know, it's like, I would never sit outside the coffee house and have a conversation with that guy. I'd be like, why are you at my table? Go away. I'd rather sit here alone and think. It's crossed by the King of Pentacles. Yeah. What the hell? This is very weird. I'll get to it. Oh, there we go. There's the Empress underneath that. Okay. All right. Before I open my mouth, yeah, Five of Wands. Why's the Five of Wands here? And the Four of Cups again. You got to be kidding me. Okay, if you hear from this person, yeah, they definitely communication here. Nine of Cups. Somebody's going to pick a fight with you. I mean, it's the only way I can phrase it, okay? I don't mean, don't take it literally and run with it. Oh my God, it's going to be terrible. This person is looking for an in this energy. They're manifesting an in, okay? Let's put it that way. They're manifesting, look, there's the Strength card. It's right there at the top. It would have been the next card out too. It's funny. Heart chakra open. If the heart chakra stays open, yeah. It's someone who's looking for a way to even though this is probably over, but they feel like they're spinning their wheels and it's not, and they're the excuse machine trying to find a way to come in. It's not like a drag them out fight or anything like that. It's just somebody's really defensive. They're manifesting. There's manifesting energy here. They're manifesting a conversation with you. And in that, they're injecting this Three of Swords and this Four of Cups energy, which is why the Five of Wands came back, which was underneath somewhere, some cards over here. It's there because, again, they're creating chaos within the very order they're putting into the universe. It's very odd. It's very odd the way the cards showed it. So you've got communication, but it's a bit of a false victory. It might be a little bit, if I'm to attach your energy here, because your energy is attached everywhere, on the flip side, that's your reaction to it. What the hell? What, you know, it's a bit of that, and we get that a lot in this cycle. We do. And a lot of you have had conversations with soul connections as part of this cycle and been confused by them. It's not a real fight, drag them out. It's one of those conversations that happens under Five Swords and Three Swords energy, which, you know, is a bit confusing. It makes Eight Swords, right? It's a bit confusing, that's all. Very, very strange. Very strange reading. I knew it would be. It's strange energy right now. Powerful energy, but windy energy. It's blowing around like crazy. So, it's going to be hard for this person, whoever this energy is, to spin their wheels. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. I'm not even going to do it from the bottom of the deck. In fact, I'm going to go to a fresh deck because this is such a weird reading. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. What else you want to tell everybody here about this? Why is this reading so fucking weird? That is the weirdest Five of Swords I've seen in years. And I've been pulling cards well over 3 decades at this point. It's the weirdest energy off of Five of Swords I've ever seen. Or felt, I should say. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. What do you want to tell all these people? Okay. 8, 1. Yeah, I told you. I'm just talking about the Five of Swords over here. I said, and I described it earlier as feeling more like an 8 of Wands. Yeah, it's an 8 of Wands. And I was just talking about it while I was shuffling. The universe, this is the weird part. I said, why is it so weird? What do you want to tell everybody? 8 Wands. Yeah, I know. I feel it too, universe. I know there's a communication coming, but it's coming from a prick, in a way, who's in love and is just contradicting their own emotions by playing switch on, switch off, red light, green light with their fucking heart chakra. And there's the 3 swords. I was just pointing at it. I don't know what's here. Fuck my ass. Why is the 8 wands here? Ace of Cups. Look, you know, I just grabbed a fresh deck and I've got verified by my read on the 5 swords, which is weird. That fact that they're coming in and that energy is tied to 3 swords. There's your 3 swords. And it's all because they're playing red light, green light with their heart chakra on, off, on, off. And there's basically an Ace of Cups that's kind of a sideways energy. but we'll just put it upright because it came out that way. The bottom card crossing the base energy of the Three of Swords is somebody's coming, the Fool. In spite of this reading, in spite of what you may have thought as I flowed through and talked through the energy, somebody has manifested a conversation with you. Someone is showing up to tell you how they feel. Sorta. Kinda. In a very confusing Five of Swords meets Eight of Wands meets Three of Swords kind of way. A lot of pain. They realize they've caused pain. It almost, God, if I wish I could pinpoint it. It's almost somebody who resents, who fucking absolutely hates themselves for still wanting this, even though they said they didn't want it and they did want it originally, and that was a lie, and now they want it, but they don't want it, but they want. It's like that. That's how frustrating this energy is. It's going to be a very interesting 12-12 portal reading tomorrow. I suggest you pay attention. Yeah, that's your reading. I know I'm a glutton for punishment. Let me look at what's under the Fool. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. Yes, miser energy, right? It might be not a fight. I'm glad I looked at that. It might not be like somebody coming to pick a fight. Perhaps that's the wrong way to phrase it. It's somebody who's just bringing the roses and rainbows, who's just bringing, well, it's gone now. I shuffled it away. That's right. They're bringing the, I was looking for the Ten of Cups that used to be there. In other words, they want to glaze, they want to hold back this. They don't want to talk about this. They just want to talk about this. And that, in and of itself, is a false victory. Okay? It's like, it really is. It's sometimes you have readers tell you about this card, especially from the Rider-Waite. It's like somebody went around the battlefield and picked up other people's swords to make it look like they won the battle, right? It's like that. It's a false victory. It's someone skipping around the truth a little bit, you know. But yeah, that's what we got. They manifested this conversation. And the reason this conversation is coming in this way is because they put doubt in it, for lack of a better way to phrase it. So doubt is a negative energy. So it's very strange. It's just, I hope I get some similar energy in the 12-12 reading so we can kind of expand on this here. Anyway, take a screen grab of this reading. I won't remember it, but I wash these things when I'm done. But that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. You do have communication coming. It is there. Somebody at the very least is going toward something like this connection, you know. But Jesus, that's the weirdest Five of. You know what? Before I go, that is just, I may never get a Five of Swords like that again. I'm just going to double clarify it with a fresh deck. Okay? Give me the Five of Swords. Why is it so weird? I don't have anything else going on right now. Let's see. Tell me more about this Five of Swords. Try not to repeat cards either. I hate it when you do that. I know. We shouldn't fight in front of the children, universe. Okay, here we go. Five Swords. Tell me more about this. Yeah. It's crossed by the Ace of Wands, which was, it's bookending over here. So it's red with these, then the Ace of Wands was crossing over here. So it's crossed by the Ace of Wands. They are showing up. But it's a false victory. It's a new beginning. Passionate one at that, but there's the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of somebody's trying to save face, somebody's trying to keep the high ground, somebody's trying to make themselves look better than they are. Okay? Can I phrase it that way? Does that make sense? Somebody's trying to, so there might be some embellishment here on this person's part in the communication. All right? That's going to vary for all of you what that is. Why is the Seven Wands here? And again, Four Cups. That was also there when I clarified it the first time. It was 5 Wands and 4 Cups. This time when I clarify it, I get 7 Wands and 4 Cups. This 4 Cups is a dominant energy here. I'm not playing. This person's trying to save face not so much in front of you, but for themselves. In other words, it's what I said about this, where it's a weird energy where they hate themselves for still wanting it, but they wanted it in the beginning, and they know that, which they also hate themselves for, but then they tried to run away and couldn't, which they also hate themselves for, but now it's just this feedback loop of whatever. So somebody's trying to embellish the truth a little bit. I mean, that Four Cups is so damn important. It really is. Yeah, justice for them. Justice. And what's this one here? Yeah, the Two of Wands. Yeah. It's sort of a can we try again, forget what happened, let bygones be bygones. We're always seeing that in this cycle, but it's much deeper than that in this particular case. All right. That's about all we're going to get out of this. We're going to need the 12-12 portal reading for sure. That's going to be a key energy here. And that energy, I think, is going to tie a lot with the Neptune reading, the Neptune direct reading. We'll see. All right. I'll pull it first thing tomorrow or later this evening. I don't know which. It depends what I have time for. All right. That's your reading. Hope it was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. I did my best here. All right. Good luck.